Hi, welcome to island Prvić, the biggest Croatian uninhabited island. If you look it on the map, first thing you will notice in Croatia there are two Prvić. One is here next to Krk and Baška, and another one is close to Šibenik. This one is bigger, but this one is uninhabited, except abandoned lighthouse. There is almost no buildings. It's very harsh terrain with lot of winds, especially Bura in the winter and here also in rest of the year. It's very high island and it's one of the highest in Croatia actually. What is interesting is higher than island Rab, which is much bigger and more inhabited. And it actually looks like a mountain thrown into the sea and drowned, with almost no vegetation due to winds. But on the western side, as you will see, very beautiful little coves and perfect places to stop for a swim. But before I came here, I first had to cross the channel. It's narrow, but when I was crossing it was not so calm and not so easy. So let's go on kayaking around Prvić. Island Prvić, or Prvić in local dialect, is the biggest Croatian uninhabited island. Situated south of island Krk in Kvarnerić Bay, it extends as a steep mountain ridge in the Adriatic direction, northwest-southeast, in length of 7.4 kilometers. The largest part of Prvić is a bare rocky plateau about 250 to 300 meters high, bordered by a dozen peaks 320 to 360 meters above the sea level, and its banks are mostly gorges with a giant rows of and vertical overhanging rocks up to 300 meters high. It is the most windy island in Croatia and therefore one of the most dangerous for sea kayaking. My starting point for circumnavigation of Prvić was Baška, popular summer destination on the island Krk. After crossing always windy Senjska Vrata passage, I paddled around the island in a clockwise direction. Although you can circumnavigate Prvić in just one day, I split my trip in 2 days, enjoying beaches and fascinating rugged landscape. Eastern side of island Prvić is shaped by huge rocks, cliffs which are falling directly into the sea, and see it's extremely deep over here, and there is almost no vegetation due to very harsh conditions, mainly made by wind Bura, which is here one of the strongest probably at all. And what is interesting, Prvić is the island which have around 300 days per year with the wind, and due to this fact it was almost impossible to make permanent inhabitants on the island. So Prvić is the biggest uninhabited island in Croatia. Very hard terrain, especially on this eastern side where I'm kayaking now. There is almost no place to stop in case of storm, in case of wind, so you need to plan if you kayak Prvić to get all this eastern side in one ride. You will be accompanied by a lot of birds and some sheep which are surviving these rocks and finding a shadow here. I need to go farther. Second day of riding around island Prvić. This time I stayed probably the only bay on the whole eastern part of the island where it's possible to stop and put a tent. Now we have still a little bit more to go around the edge of the island, and after this there will be plenty of beautiful beaches and things because of which it's worth to come on island Prvić. Right now I'm on southernmost tip of the island Prvić. Like everywhere else, island is rocky, not possible to stop even if you want. It's not best place if you have bad weather, but it's in its own unique way beautiful. There is nice view. In front of me is Goli Otok. There is island Sveti Grgur. Behind is Rab. It's not from here so much visible, but there is a passage between Rab and Grgur, and their back is Cres and rest of Kvarner and Kvarnerić islands. And Seagull is flying straight on me. Western side of the island have a lot of beautiful beaches and reefs, and it's perfect for making a stop, for making a swim, and for even for staying overnight. It's possible here much more than on the eastern side, but of course it's much more crowded, especially during summer. A lot of people come here with the boats. Most popular part of Prvić for visitors is Njivice beach, where I'm right now. It's wide beach with pebbles, natural beach, and often some trips from Baška and from city Krk are coming here. What I noticed here, very interesting thing, somebody made sculptures on this beach. Take a look. Silence, nature, what better you can have from life?